Yo, what is going on, guys? Today is a very special day because the winter of woe has begun. It is upon us, and looking at these rewards in game, these are some of the best rewards of all time that we have ever seen. Like, I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked, and they're all milestone based too. So after this first week, we're gonna be able to get to the second milestone here, which is just a bunch of 6-star shards, some catalysts. Everyone I know can use more of these catalysts. That's a good thing. Then once we get to the second challenge, we'll start to see an Abyss Nexus and some T6CC selectability. Love to see that. Then 7-star shards, then Ascension stuff, a full Ascension, no, mind you. Titan shards, a healthy amount, more 7-star shards, more selectors all throughout. The King Groot piece, tier 4 alpha. Once I get all of this, I think it'll put me really close to my next rank 3. So that's super exciting. More Titan shards, and then just even more Titan shards. Oh man, I love seeing this stuff. And this is gonna be, there's 3 more of these. This is just the winter one. There's one for every season. This just has me so hyped, dude. 7-star Sig Stones. Ah, I love it. But because those rewards are so good, it's probably going to be challenging. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump in here real quick. Let's go for a little preview. I took a little bit of a sneak peek at this guy earlier, but I haven't fought him at all yet. So, we got 1,000% health plus another 450% health, so 1450 health percentage wise. Holy. DOT immune, so the defender is immune to damage over time effects and passive damage types. That is that is quite the node right there. that is quite the node. And we have enhanced parry, armor break. So after a successful parry by the attacker, the defender gains an armor break debuff, which, of course, will give Absorbing Man his morphing charges. And then we have Aggression Precision. So that'll just be more crits through the block. We have No Hit Mercy. When he's knocked down, he gets a Cruelty passive. That, I deal with this node in AQ. That's actually a lot. And if that crits through your block, oh, good luck. Then we have Buff Toggle. Every 8 seconds, the defender gains an unstoppable buff for 4 seconds. Then we have Adaptive Override. All of the attacker's special attacks and basic attacks are overridden to deal only physical damage or only energy damage. The attacker starts with physical damage. Whenever the attacker knocks the defender down with the heavy attack, this damage overrides cycles. Huh. That's very weird. And Brute Force and Indomitable, so you can't reverse his healing. Dude. Holy smokes. So, if I was just going in to fight this guy, who would I use? We're going to look at the objectives in a sec, for sure. But if I was just to fight him, straight up, would I use... How would Torch do? No, because it said passive, too. So I don't think Nova Flames would even work here. If I was going to do... Maybe Titania? Would she do good? Maybe. Let's take Titania for a spin, just to try the fight out, and then I'm gonna start working on some objectives. Probably record those off camera, then come back when I have some fights I'm happy with. Want to show you guys. And wow, that is 1.2 million health. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's a lot. Alright, I think Titania would be a pretty good counter to this, though. So let's see if that assessment is correct or not. No. It's annoying. I want to keep him staggered, so that we don't have to deal with that stupid unstoppable. Yup. Okay. Okay. Boom. Go like that. Yeah, Titania feels pretty good here, but I'm pretty sure she's not on any of the objectives, so... Yeah, like the way she works, you know, she's not reliant on DOT. We're gonna push him red here. We're gonna toss that just to stack a ton of weakness. See if we can maybe survive an L3 here. I don't know. I have inequity. We have weakness. I think we can. I think we can tank this. Yeah, dude, we sure can. We sure can. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. That magma, though. Ooh. Are we gonna bait this? He's refined right now. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Bruh! You gotta throw your special. Hello? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Take him out of that refined state. Oh! It's actually... It's fine. Is that double debuffs? I'm not sure. He might be in magma, though, still refined. If he is... He is, yeah, we're... He's not refined right now. No! No! Oh, damn. Alright, so that was the first attempt at this Absorb Man. I definitely think Titania is a good option, but she's not an objective. So let's go over the objectives real quick. So we have to defeat him with a Robot champion, a Gamma Tag champion, and a Sinister Six champion. So right now, for the Robot, I'm thinking maybe Warlock. Potentially. I think some people will be using Guillotine 2099, so I might have to do that. But I want to try Warlock. For Gamma, I'm thinking Hulk. And then for Sinister Six, I'm thinking Sandman. So I'm going to go try those, try to get some solos, and then we'll be back. So wish me luck, guys. This dude's pretty tough. A lot of crazy nodes. Be back. Alright, what's up, guys? So it's been like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours since I recorded that first part of this video. And so this fight is very difficult. It's definitely harder than I was initially anticipating it was going to be. And even after seeing the nodes and everything, I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. So, you know, I initially set a couple champs for the tags, and things have changed. So I tried Warlock first, and I'm just going to show you guys what happened here. So this is my, my shiny, new, awakened, 7-star, rank 2 Warlock. We have a robot objective. I was like, dude, this is great. I got to take my Warlock for a spin here. But watch what's happening. So you see I parry, we apply 4 charges, but my combos aren't applying any. We've parried 3 times, so that's 12 of our charges. We need to get to 20 to get the virus active. But my basic combos aren't doing anything towards it. Right there, heavy, nothing. So Warlock is bugged currently. That's not supposed to be happening. It's a bug. So yeah. I'm going to be waiting for that to get fixed before I do the robot part of this. That's definitely the hardest objective. Could go with Guillotine 2099. Mine's a rank 1. I don't know. So we're not going to be actually completing all 3 objectives in this video, unfortunately. So yeah, that's Warlock. Gonna wait for him to get fixed and then try again. So I was initially trying Hulk for the Gamma tag, and I wasn't really getting anywhere close to a solo. My goal with these challenges is to get a solo for every objective. And so I was like, I think She-Hulk is gonna be, the best Gamma option just because of the slow. She can just completely negate and ignore the unstoppable. So I started doing this fight probably for like 30 minutes with She-Hulk, and so this was my best run. So I wanted to share this one with you guys. And this fight, man, it's an interesting one with She-Hulk. She feels pretty good for it. I like it. I think I can get a solo. Again, my She-Hulk's only... she was rank 2 initially, and so here she's rank 3. So, you know, 6-star rank 3 champion here. If she was rank 5, you know, this might have been a solo. I know... So, I actually did all these fights before watching any video or content on anyone else. But, like, if I'm using She-Hulk, you know, I hate She-Hulk. If you guys didn't know, I despise her as a character in this game. She just used to be really, really bad before she got buffed. And I kept pulling her, and she kept trolling me. So by the time she finally got buffed, you know, I already had a deep-seated hatred for her, right? So I don't like She-Hulk at all. So if I'm using her for something, you know, like there's no way MSD isn't. So I went to check his channel, you know, after I already did all these runs. And of course, yeah, he already got a solo with She-Hulk and with Guillotine 2099. He probably did that before I even woke up. I'm pretty sure he uploaded those before I was even awake today. So yeah, MSD, he's always on his grind. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure my fight time in this fight is longer than his solo. So you know, like, I'm staying alive long enough in the fight, duration wise, to get a solo. I might not be playing nearly as good as MSD to get the solo, but duration time wise alone, I'm in this fight long enough, you know, to be for a possible solo. If my She-Hulk was rank 5, again, this is rank 3 She-Hulk, so obviously she's punching up quite heavily here. And so, dude, this fight was going so good, and I accidentally get pushed to special 3. So I'm like, okay, I'll throw this. But the special 3 is terrible because it applies a stun. So I can't bait any specials, you know, while he's stunned. So all of my Furies here fall off. Well, not all of them, but 11 of them. And I was just really struggling to build Furies. Yeah, so if those didn't fall off, man, this maybe could have even been a solo. I don't know. I could have gotten off so much more health if those didn't fall off. I'm actually annoyed. That happened on my best run. That's frustrating. But yeah, so with this matchup, the best rotation that I was finding for me was, you know, I'd bait a special and then counter with a heavy and then get that go in. But that's the thing I was talking about that I've been practicing, and I'm still pretty bad at it in general. But this fight in particular was like really, really good practice to be doing those. But so I feel pretty good in this matchup, but outside of this matchup, I still mess those up all the time. Still need to keep practicing them for sure. But it really helps to keep the flow of the fight in this matchup, and you know, keeping his power above a bar to bait it, to refresh our Furies and everything. So yeah, we heavy, go in, timing. I'm starting to learn the timing better, because before I was kind of just like spamming like the input to dash in after a knockdown, whereas now kind of wait like half a second and then dash in for the right timing. I'm getting there. I'm learning that timing more and more. But yeah, as you can see, you know, this fight's going pretty good. I throw special 1s to build some of the Furies back up, but I was actually finding the special 2 to be... I was liking the special 2 a lot more, just because, you know, it applies that petrify, and you know, then he doesn't get any healing. You know, here he's still healing for like 8,000 per tick. And you know, again, we're a rank 3, so we're having a bit of a troubling time trying to cut through all that regen, because we're so under ranked here. But yeah, here we throw the special 2, get that petrify, and boom, no more healing for absorbing man. He does have a node, the Indomitable, so that he cannot you know, have his regeneration reversed. But as long as we're, you know, completely cutting it off, that's good enough. So yeah, you can see, like, this fight's going great, man. And then right there, just one teeny tiny mistake, and it was trying to punish after the heavy, and it's over. Just one little mistake like that. But I was in there for over 4 minutes. It was a good run. I'm getting comfortable with it. I definitely can get the solo. I feel like if I took her to rank 4, I could definitely get the solo, but I don't want to waste resources for this one fight. So I don't know. I'm going to keep working on that one. But here, finally, I'm only completing one objective in this video. But hey, we do have, you know, 2 whole weeks with this fight. 2 weeks to, I can keep trying to get a solo. I might just end up using revives. I don't care that much about getting a solo, 3 solos, as long as I'm getting at least 1 solo. At least that's something. But yeah, we still have 2 weeks, so I'm gonna do some more attempts, probably with She-Hulk, see what I can do, and then once Warlock gets fixed, see how he is. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, final fight here, we now shift over to the Sinister Six tag. And so it's really Sandman. They're like Scorpion. Scorpion's an incredible Absorbman counter, but Absorbman is immune to all DOT. So, Scorpion doesn't really work. So here I went for a bank on the wall. And look at this. I start this fight with minus basically 40% health. I could restart, but, it costs 10 energy just to get a new run in. So I was like, whatever. the one run I take almost half my health at the start ends up being my best run. Sometimes you just gotta stick it out, go into that clutch mode. So yeah, really with Sandman here, this is the best option, I would say, out of all of the objectives. I'd say the easiest. It's not fast, but it's fairly simple. All you pretty much do is throw special 2s, because the special 2 applies just an absurd amount of decelerate debuffs, which lowers their unstoppable and evade significantly. I don't know exactly like how many he needs to completely counter unstoppable, so like I just tried to stay at a lot. So here you see I'm going to throw another special 2 in a sec. We're still over 20 of those decelerate debuffs. Here after this special 2 we're getting above 50 of them. So again, I don't know the exact number needed to guarantee to stop the unstoppable, but over 50 is definitely good enough. And then, we heavy punish his special, and then start doing some heavy spamming of our own. And yeah, Sandman, this fight honestly made me appreciate Sandman as a character way more, because honestly before this fight I've been disrespecting Sandman a lot, but this is exactly what Sandman kit is like designed for. This exact type of fight, this exact type of matchup, where the time it takes does not matter. There is no timer, there is no battleground points for coming out and finishing the fight fast. You can take all the time in the world here. This is perfect for Sandman, dude. This is just absolutely perfect. He can really shine here. Like for example, this right here, this was one thing that before today, I didn't really like about Sandman's kit, the heavy spamming with the roots. But in this fight, it was really nice. It felt great because during that little window, where we get off 3 to 4 heavy attacks, like that's guaranteed. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is spam my heavies. He's rooted. He can't do a damn thing. And it's just like a nice little reprieve from the fight. I can turn my brain off for like 5 seconds and just spam a couple heavies. And then after I'm like, okay, boom, let's get back into the fight now. Actually, after, like, manage spacing and intercepts and baiting specials and everything. But, like, for that little window, like, you just get to chill. And it's nice. It's really nice. Also, it, like, gives you a lot of power as well. So, you're able to get to your next specials and just, you don't have to look for as many risky openings. It's just, I really started to appreciate his playstyle more with this fight. So I get pushed special 3. It's not a bad thing here. It's not as bad as with She-Hulk. We're not going to lose like all of our ramp. What the special 3 does is it applies a bunch of physical vulnerability debuffs. But the weird thing about this fight is every time we heavy attack, our damage type changes from physical to energy. Plus our extra damage. So like when we're doing these rooted combos, he's supposed to be taking numbers in red, but none of that works here. I'm pretty sure, like none, and I think that's working how it's supposed to. Just with the whole, no damage over time debuffs or passives. I guess that counts as like a passive damage over time or something. So that's why it's not working. Which is kind of weird, but whatever. That just that takes away a decent chunk of Sandman's damage. So again, that just makes the fight take even longer. But it's fine. We're going turtle pace, but this is not a race. It's a marathon. We can take our time, and it's fine. So yeah, slow and steady. We are the tortoise here. Spamming these heavies. Bada bing, bada boom. Another special 3. Special 3 is also, again, nice little break. I could skip it, but the animation's pretty sick. Sandman has a pretty cool Special 3, just going giant sand mode with a sandstorm and everything. So, it's fun. But we finally reached a point in the fight. Said it too soon. Where my health was higher than his. It was for about a second. We were at 51. He was at 50. But we should take the health lead again in a second here. For the first time again in the fight. We started this fight losing 40% of our health. But I decided to stick it out. And to put it into perspective, like before this run, I don't think I even took Absorbing Man past like 50%. Like, this was a goated run, especially taking the damage at the start. Oh man, it's something. I play better when I don't have full health. I play much better with a lower health total. I think. I think that's definitely a fact. Because like I'm more like dialed in. I'm more in that. I gotta clutch. I gotta get this done. I can't mess it up. So when I have that mindset, I feel like I just play a little bit better. But yeah, we have a decent. We have 10% health lead on him now. So boom, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my special 2. I'm like, all right, I don't think special 3 is really the play. I'm gonna stop throwing those. Just back to the special 2 spam. I think I also throw a couple of special 1s. I might throw one, yeah, right here. Don't really need to because the regen is completely taken care of just based off of the Despair Mastery alone. I'm pretty sure I have that 3 out of 3 right now. So each debuff, is reducing healing by a certain percent, and we have 50 of those decelerate debuffs. So as long as my Despair is doing minimum of like 2%, his regen's completely shut down. And I don't even remember how much Despair does per point, but is it like 10-15% or something per debuff? I think at a max rank. So it's a lot. Like one special 2 is gonna completely sever all the regen, so you just don't have to worry. The fight is really just, survive to get to your special 2 and then try your best not to screw up the rest of the fight. And if you do that, you can solo in, 10 plus minutes time. Also, to put this into perspective here, this is a rank 4 6-star Sig 200 Sandman. And I did have some light boosts on. It wasn't max boost or anything crazy, but I'm pretty sure I did have some light boosts here. So that is the rank of this Sandman. Of course, if you have a rank 5 or a rank 2 Awakened or an Ascended Sandman or something, you're going to be cruising a lot faster than this turtle pace here. But yeah, it's at this point of the fight where, I'm looking at things and I'm like, I can solo this. Like, this would be my first time beating Absorbing Man of the day, after trying for, like half an hour plus with She-Hulk. I probably spent like 10-15 minutes with Hulk trying initially, trying a bit with Warlock, trying a bit with 18-2099. This is my very first attempt with the Sinister Six champion. Not my very first attempt, but this will be my very first solo in general. I'd say I was probably doing this fight for probably like 20 to 30 minutes with Sandman before I got this run. And like I said, those runs weren't going that good. Like I said, I don't even think I got them below 50%. And then just out of nowhere, this goated run just appeared. And sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes a little AI cooperation goes a very, very long way. But yeah, it was at this point in the fight where I'm starting to get a little nervous. Because like I have not been anywhere close to getting a solo on this fight yet after like an hour or two of doing it. So I'm starting to get a little nervous, and here I take a special. The nerves are setting in. Somehow Sandman just tanks it. I'm also running Inequity actually. I think that probably saved my life right there. Which basically Inequity, it lowers their attack per debuff up to a maximum of 35%. So Absorbing Man's attack is being reduced by 36% right now. So that's the reason why we were able to tank that special 1 there, luckily. And thank goodness, because the solo is still on the table. We're at 20%. I'm like, alright, I can't afford any more mistakes. Let's get this done. He's at 5%. We got this. I'm just going to play this slow, go for a full combo into a special 1 to hopefully push him to his special 1. But it didn't quite do it. he throws a heavy for some reason. I'm like, okay, bet. He throws a special here. I'm like, all right, let's go in. Again, full 5-hit combo into the relic. I'm like, dude, come on, just die. Another full 5-hit combo into a special one. I'm like, dude, just drop dead. Let me get this solo. And the final sandy punch of our special one KOs him for our very first solo of Winter of Woe. And that is Sandman, the Sand Goat. So let's go back quick sec right there just to see what our time was. I definitely think it was over 10 minutes. Yeah, just over the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes, 4 seconds for that solo. 493 successful hits. Basically 1,000 combo hits. Oh, man. And our highest combo was only 217. We definitely got hit a couple times here and there. But hey, a solo is a solo. And not only is that a solo, it is an objective solo. So, you know, that feels really, really solid. 1 of 3 done. That's going to go ahead and do it for this video. This one's already getting very long. So yeah, over the course of the next 2 weeks, I will have a couple more videos, you know, getting the rest of these objectives done. Hopefully with some solos. But if I got to use some revives, that's totally fine too. And you guys, don't feel like pressured or anything into getting solos. Like, the only reason I'm doing it is because I'm a YouTuber. You know, if I wasn't making YouTube videos, maybe I would still try, but I wouldn't care nearly as much, you know. It makes the videos funner and cooler if I can get a solo. It also makes me feel better. But, yeah, definitely don't feel the need to. For the robot one, I'm most likely going to be using revives. I think I can get a solo with Shield, so I'm tempted to keep trying, but I think for the robot tag, I'm definitely going to be using revives. And the weird thing also is that the robot, I think the Sinister Six tag is the Valiant, for Valiants. The robot one should definitely have been for Valiant, dude. That's by far the hardest one. So that's a little odd. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. My very first video on the Winter of Woe Absorbing Man fight. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. What do you think about all the rewards? What do you think about the energy cost? I know that's a pretty heated topic of discussion at this point. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all that in the comment section down below. Hope you enjoyed that one solo, and hopefully more to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. All love and support. If you could drop a thumbs up for the solo, I'd really appreciate it. The Sand Goat. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.